Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you look at this defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And good for 22 on a first down. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down the numbers, there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Cardinals 0. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When you look at this Buffalo defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Murray now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw is Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive. They'll answer that one.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Bills sitting at 5-2 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Regular. Alert! Bang, bang! What's up?
Allen off the play fake. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I think we put together a job description for a middle linebacker. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Landon Jackson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Open man here is Benson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going.
A rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in the open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it through. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Well, a pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
5-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the end of the LA yelling.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best block. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Bradley Onion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 3rd and 3. Murray going to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
Looking to throw. Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is complete downfield to Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Murray now going to do it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
319!
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down by Jalen Thompson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 32 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they get a little restless, too.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Cardinals first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Cardinals.
There's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And some nifty running here as they take this across midfield and down to the 47. 143 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's caught. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's caught by Coleman. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
319!
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Ready?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Bills 42, Cardinals 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray now. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll go down the number before getting this inside the 30.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. It's a game.
Murray now to throw.
First down, Arizona.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bills 42, Cardinals 28.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 45 yards. And the Bills tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing now is Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Shortwood here, caught by McBride.
But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
T.J. Sanders.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Murray now going to do it himself.
Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
He'll try to do it himself.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation. The fourth quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one